another edition of Yes Wrestling Report. Alongside the partners Robert and Ryan. I'm your host, J-Man. Yes, that's right. Our resident Brock Lesnar is here with us. For some reason, all of you out there think that Robert looks like Brock Lesnar.
Because I am Brock Lesnar's cousin.
That's right. It's Frank Lesnar. He's not even named Robert.
Shh, it's a secret.
It's a secret. But Robert's with us on this edition, as well as Ryan. And I'm your host, J-Man. This edition of the IWR, we're going to do our 2012 WWE Money in the Bank review. Just getting off the air with pay-per-view. Kind of a so-so night. Not really too great. A lot of things that were just blah. And one or two things that were, really good to see. But just nothing really standing out here. And definitely nothing following up what we got last year with Money in the Bank. Didn't really follow that one up great with the year-to-year matchup there. But we're going to run down the card for you. First matchup, we have the World Title Money in the Bank ladder match with Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, Damien, Sandow, Tyson, Cara, Santino, Marella, and Tensai.
With the names in this match, you expect this match just to start off hot. Just all these hungry guys wanting to win that Money in the Bank and break through like some of the legends have, like Edge, when he first got his Money in the Bank and just cashed it in. I mean, there's three guys that's probably going to win. Either, Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, or even Christian, maybe Tyson Kidd. It was set up to be good, but all the botch moves, and Sin Cara botched the move again. Yeah. It did not live up to the expectations at all. But we do have a future champion on our horizon, Dolph Ziggler. Yes. Finally, Dolph Ziggler's going to get his shot. Just hopefully this pushes him to the moon. Yeah. He'll be world champion by Mania. Hopefully he can headline WrestleMania. We'll see what happens with it.
Yeah, this, in my personal opinion, probably the worst Money in the Bank ever. The most botches ever. This had some good spots in it. But for the most part, this was really sloppy. Yeah. This was really sloppy. They were really all over the place. They were disoriented. Some of these people seemed like they had Matthew Fox disease. Hashtag.
What is that again?
Matthew Fox disease.
They were just lost, weren't they?
They were lost.
Hashtag greatest show ever.
Hashtag lost as well.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that show, then you're
basically dumb.
You're most likely you're full blown retarded.
Yeah, because if you haven't.
So
yeah. So I agree fully with Robert and Ryan on this one. This had a lot of expectation going in. They had a lot of young talent in here that could really, shine through, and a lot of these guys kind of did. And then you just, as Ryan said, just the botching and everything that kind of happened there. Tensai falling on his fucking fat ass and going backwards. And Cara with that attempt at his finish, and Dolph about dying. Dolph almost died like 5 times in this match.
It's true.
Tensai got launched him over the announce table, about just decapitated his spinal cord on that chair. So but Dolph kind of working himself back up and getting in there, and finally reigning in this Money in the Bank ladder match, and really, as Ryan said, and I believe too, on going through all the Money in the Banks, I recall about every one of them, and this really stands out as one of the poorest that we've ever seen, which is really unfortunate with the great crop of young talent that we have in this matchup here. But great to see Dolph Ziggler come out on top here, and we'll get to Dolph Ziggler a little bit later on because his night was not over.
Vince, why not Christian? Finally, let Christian win one of these. Okay, I'm better.
Next up, we had a Miz segment. The Miz returned. Came out looking very Leonardo DiCaprio-ish.
Yeah, very.
Just got done. He was filming a movie. Did they film Inception too?
Mizception. Hashtag
Mizception. I want him to rename Skull Crushing Finale Mizception.
Yeah.
I think that'd be badass. Because he looked rugged. He looked like a veteran. He looked like he's been there for like 10 years.
Return of the Miz.
He looks pretty rugged, yeah.
Looking great, saying how he's tired of all this crap. He's tired of, not being overlooked and all this kind of stuff. And he's saying, I'm going to be in the WWE Title Money in the Bank ladder match, announcing that for later on in the night. Great to see that. Great to see him up with his back. Loving to see, hopefully he can get back in the mix and all this kind of stuff coming into the future. And hopefully after filming a movie, all that kind of stuff doesn't get looked upon, and start to see him more fluid here. And obviously getting in the main event of this card here, he was. So great to see that. Next matchup, we had the world title on the line when champion Sheamus went up against Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, this dragged quite a bit. Del Rio did a lot of arm work, worked over the arm real well, but for the most part, this was really boring. A kind of like just SmackDown main event. You know, really didn't seem like it. Really seemed like we were just watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
It came off like that. You know, Sheamus went over here clean, and it was just. It really does nothing. It really does nothing. They built this whole storyline up. They did this whole stuff, you know, thing of Comic-Con with Del Rio, and it does nothing. Like, it did nothing other than have Sheamus get over heading into SummerSlam for whatever he's going to do now. You know, I'm not on Sheamus's, you know, bad side, and I'm not on the good side. I'm kind of just in the middle with him, but, you know, they got to do something with him here eventually. He can't just keep beating people and not having some solidified. He's always we talked about this. Me and Justin have talked about it. He can have great matches with the guys he gets in there with,
exactly.
But he hasn't had that one feud that's, you know, since he's been champion that really set him over, being like, okay, this guy deserves to be champion, and this hasn't done anything for him.
No.
But kind of a boring SmackDown match here, and really didn't do much.
Yeah, it is not Friday. It is Sunday.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see Sheamus and Chris Jericho's replayed from SmackDown instead of this. To me, this is the most worthless and useless world title match of all year, the entire year. This did absolutely nothing. This was just the total definition of blah. There was nothing solved here. Nothing. What it's just whatever. No, it doesn't fucking matter. These world title matches, not putting storylines in them, not doing any sort of angles with anything, just having these like just throwing new challengers at whatever. It does nothing, and it doesn't do anything for Sheamus when his best matches are when he's in there with the best wrestlers in the world. When he's in there with Daniel Bryan. When he's in there with Dolph Ziggler. When he's in there with that four-way with Randy and Del Rio and Chris Jericho. I mean, when he's in there with those guys. Yeah, he's going to look great because you could put a fucking piece of shit in there and it's going to look great with all those guys. Not saying he is a piece of shit, not saying he's totally worthless of, in the ring, but it's just like anybody's going to look great in that situation, and it's just blah. I really didn't care at all. It solved nothing. The crowd was dead. They didn't give a shit. The best thing out of this was Del Rio's gear. That was the best thing out of this.
Bam!
Del Rio's fucking gear in this match.
The best thing was this was after the match when Del Rio beat down Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler came out to cash in his Money in the Bank, then got kicked in the face.
And thank God,
the bell did not ring. The bell did not ring.
Ryan will talk about this. We'll have completely different things here. This would have been absolutely horrendous, in my opinion, if they would have had this. And Sheamus would have won and beat Dolph Ziggler and taken that title. I realize it would have been the first time ever that you would have had anybody do that.
There's no reason for him to lose.
Cutting that off yet again. You can't do that. I could see if it was maybe an older guy, maybe a guy who's won it before, and cutting him down like that. But with Dolph Ziggler, with how hot he is and what role he's going to be on, thank God that ended up as just a tease, which they seem to be doing the last couple of years, is just kind of teasing these cash-ins. They did it last year with Del Rio and Vince calling him out after the Punk and Cena match. They kind of teased it there, but having Dolph come out kind of teased that. The crowd was just waiting for it after Del Rio started that beatdown. But Sheamus retaining the championship and just blah, blah, blah fest.
Yeah, the match was just as boring as one can get, It's almost you want to take a nap and wake up, it's still in the same, Del Rio working on the arm. Nothing came of it. Nothing happened, But, like we said, Dolph almost cashed in. The bell did not ring, so he keeps the briefcase. Yeah. Hopefully, he'll probably tease it a couple more times before he actually cashes it in. Yeah. It's so predictable because as soon as the match was over, Ricardo, hit Sheamus, and the entire crowd looked at the ramp. Yeah. Because they all knew what was going to come.
Yeah, they were.
It was just a boring match, and hopefully, Sheamus can do something in the ring. Yeah. Not a big fan of it, but hey, he can do something. Hopefully, moving forward, do something with Dolph and get Dolph that title.
And Sheamus retaining the World Heavyweight Championship in that matchup there. Next matchup, we had me and Ryan's boys. Robert's been a little off and on with his wrestling. We had Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, the Primetime Players.
Players!
Had to do my T. O'Neil impersonation, which is absolutely terrible. We had the Primetime Players going up against Primo and Epico. After Primo and Epico have already defeated the #1 contender for the Tag Team Champions, the Primetime Players, they defeat the #1 contender for the Tag Team Championship, the Primetime Players, yet again on pay-per-view this time. Ryan brought up the great idea of possibly a triple threat out of this if they start to kind of hint at these three all being involved in the tag title hunt going into the future. I think that would be a very intriguing matchup. You throw those three, I think that would be some good stuff. But it's just asinine to just continuously have a #1 contender who doesn't even get the damn title shot and then just continuously loses before they even get the fucking title shot. that I don't even think has ever been happened before. That's just fucking stupid. It makes no sense. But Primo and Epico getting the win in that match up there, that just was, really?
Yeah, first time I got to see the primetime players.
He'll be a fan. It'll happen.
Yeah, no, not so much. The tag division has gone so downhill in the last decade. Vince needs to realize what you can make of the tag team. Put young talent together. Seth Rollins, Richie Steamboat. Anyway, put these young guys as a tag team and build them up like you did with Edge and Christian, like you've done with Booker T and Stevie Ray in the past.
Had to get that Harlem Heat reference in.
Had to, yes. It's just, this tag division is just horrible to me right now. And just, maybe they can something come out of a triple threat match, maybe do a ladder match or something where there's something else involved besides just the talent, but I don't know.
Yeah. If they're not gonna do, have great wrestling tag matches, at least they can entertain us. And that's what primetime players are doing.
Exactly.
With AW, I like the whole package. I love the things they do in the ring, the entrance, the AW stuff. I think it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
And if they're not going to have great matches, obviously Primo and Epico, they can go.
They're solid.
These guys can work. They can work the WWE Lucha Libre style like Ray. They can do that kind of stuff. They would be a perfect fit for kind of a feature in like a type, triple threat type ladder match or a triple threat just tag match or whatever.
Yeah.
That would fit fine. Then you got Kofi and R-Truth who can do all the high-flying stuff. And you got the entertaining team. So, I mean, this could work out if they really work with something here. But another just blah tag match here. Another just SmackDown quality match on a pay-per-view. And, nothing really more than just seeing the primetime players for me, really.
Yep, that's it. We just marked out because that's our thing.
I was out of breath. I couldn't breathe.
We were
going at it.
Exhausted.
The kids say we were going ham.
That's right.
Wow. Hashtag ham.
Hashtag ham. Gotta get that in there. We're gonna mark like mofos that Raw, dude, if they come out, dude.
Oh yeah.
People around us, you'll get entertained, but
pray to God they don't come out.
Yeah, we'll go crazy.
We'll go
crazy, folks. Hashtag Jack Buck.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, I should punch you in your mouth right now, dude. Oh, Quaddy would be very disappointed with you.
Wait. Baseball?
Jack
yes,
Buck.
there you go. Jesus Christ, you live in St. Louis, Missouri right now, bro. We'll move on.
Hashtag
Quaddy, you know what I'm talking about.
Hashtag NFL. That's all I know.
Oh, man, I should really punch you right now. That's disappointing. We're going to go into something that wasn't very disappointing. We had the No DQ matchup for the WWE Championship with special referee AJ between champions CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
If this was not the best match of 2012, pretty close to it.
But a lot of matches this year. Man, you just went right there, man. I fucking love this match right now, man.
It's the best match of
He's a big AJ
that I've
fan.
seen.
Just say AJ's fine out there. He loves loves him some AJ.
No. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, both these guys can go. Both these guys have been, from the indie circuit, multiple-time world champion. World champions in WWE. Everybody knows what CM Punk is. Right now, probably one of the biggest faces in the company. And the heel thing that Daniel Bryan's doing is equal to what he did in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
It just, this all works together because of the history and what they're doing in the ring and their ability. I was hoping Daniel Bryan would have won this, but we had it retained by CM Punk, which is great and all. I don't know where it goes from here. AJ really didn't do a whole lot. She kind of played down the middle, played toward each of them a little bit. I was kind of confused because I thought it was going to be a clear cut. This is what AJ is going to do. This is going to screw this person. This is what's going to happen. None of that.
Yeah.
The whole just 30-minute match almost these guys put on was just spot after spot after spot. No disqualifications. They got the tables involved, the kendo sticks involved. Too bad we got a ladder out there. We maybe could have done some of the TLC match, but hey. But it was I thought it was a great match. CM Punk retained.
Yeah,
that's it. Done.
Yes. This was great. They did a good job here. Probably the best thing of the night, obviously, when you get these guys in the ring. There wasn't too much ridiculousness going on with AJ. She did her spots here and there, yada yada. But it was, it was a really good match, really well played. Had great spots. These guys can work, and Other than the match being fantastic, the other thing I got out of this, which was the fantastic just new gear that Amber, just hashtag heel gear brilliance.
Also, for all you know that for all
heel
you
gear
that,
brilliance.
For all you that know that hashtag Nathan Hale, just nasty, just army.
I know who that is.
Army blood.
I know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Jesus Christ!
Should we hit you then?
We're just gonna double punch like. We'll just squeeze his face in like a 1990, like, oh, dude, more Power Rangers, dude. Like the dudes that like ooze their faces onto walls.
Was that the movie?
Just hashtag Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze. Hashtag Ivan Ooze.
Hashtag Ivan Ooze. Boom. 95, whatever.
It was somewhere in there.
It was outstanding.
Back to the match.
This was outstanding. As Ryan said, as you could predict with these guys that get in there, and which was shocking to me, the shenanigan level was at an all-time low for this. I thought this was going to be just filled with just constant like interrupting of the matchup, but AJ got out of the way with that spot where she got bumped off the apron, and she was out for, I don't know, maybe like 10 or so minutes or something like that. So she was out of the way to let them put on some, great in-ring work. They got the the kendo sticks and the chair shots and the working off just everything that they did was outstanding. And then coming to that finish with CM Punk stealing one out of Dana Bryan's book with that suplex through the table, which was outstanding to see that. And AJ just with her shocked face counting the 1, 2, 3 for CM Punk to retain the championship. And it all looks like it's still going to continue. We're going to see this stuff down the road. AJ playing that roll up of putting her foot on the kendo stick. I don't think he should do that, and putting the the chair in the middle, hashtag Saw style.
Kill yourself.
You got to make the decision. Here you go. Here's your weapon of choice. Fatality. Hashtag Mortal Kombat. But yeah, this was really great. CM Punk's still your WWE champion. Interesting to see how this is going to continue into the future with all the stuff going on with AJ and Daniel Bryan and Punk. Should be intriguing to see what goes on into the future. And CM Punk's still your WWE champion. Moving on now to just another early onset Matthew Fox disease. We just got lost.
We did.
We got lost in the squash and nothingness spree of just random
Goldberg.
BS
Goldberg.
shit.
There was a match.
There was 2 matches actually.
I'm pretty sure I went to the complimentary. Can I say that?
Complimentary?
There you go.
Complimentary Beat Eddie J Taco Bar.
Oh, it was phenomenal. The tacos were great.
Beat Eddie J Taco Bar.
Hashtag Beat Eddie J greatest cook ever. Best in the world.
That's
best in the world.
Best in the world.
Hashtag best in the world.
Outstanding. We had a Ryback squash, I believe. Ryback.
All I heard was feed me more, and I made extra tacos.
That's right. Feed me more, get some more tacos. I had some nachos.
Wait, feed me more, get more tacos, right?
That's right. Okay. You were up there.
I got more. That's why I thought it meant more.
Hashtag fajitas.
Fajitas.
Got some of those as well.
They were in there.
Ryback.
Corn on the cob.
defeated
Curt Hawkins and Tyler Reks.
Hashtag corn on the cob.
We are doing far too many hashtags tonight. Robert is getting on a hashtag spree.
Do you even have a Twitter?
No.
You don't know what Twitter is?
Yes.
Okay. You know what tout is?
I've heard of it. I really don't know what that is.
They actually WWE just did a thing tonight, just tout.
They have every social media network under wraps.
Actually, I think tout
it's a tout it out. It's 15 seconds.
WWE social media.
Yeah, it's basically 15 seconds. Voice your opinion on what happened tonight. You can put anything you want on WWE.
Ryback beat Curt Hawkins and Tyler Reks.
Goldberg 2012.
There you go. And then we had a 6-woman tag match.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh,
every woman got in on this.
Let's list these competitors. We had Beth Phoenix, Natalya Eve going up against Layla, Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn making her way onto a pay-per-view card.
Hi, Kristen.
Hashtag Thunder Thighs. Good lord. And Tamina.
Tamina is the daughter of Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Thanks. Hashtag obvious information, Robert.
Somebody out there didn't know.
The faces of Layla, Kaitlyn, and Tamina getting the win in this matchup. Thought for like 2 minutes we were watching Raw. We went from watching SmackDown in the World Title match to now we're watching useless matches from Raws.
No, it is Superstars.
I'm almost 100%.
We paid for this, correct? This is a pay-per-view.
This was
we don't pay for USA Network, did we?
I'm almost positive I do
Hashtag
not.
TNA, get your shit straight with DirecTV.
That's true. That's true.
Watch out.
I have DirecTV, shitheads. All right,
fuckers. We have Dish.
And I can't watch Workaholics
Dish
either.
Network.
Oh, hashtag non-tight butthole, very loose butthole.
I'm not watching the women's division, or I'm not caring about anything they're doing
Del Rey.
until Sarah Del Rey starts wrestling. That's the only thing I care about.
Queen of goddamn wrestling needs
Sarah Del Rey
to get her
Beth
court
Phoenix.
in order and fix this shit up because this is atrocious. Stop showing us this. Stop letting our eyes be disgraced by this useless ass division. Stop.
It's sad because
There's talent in here.
Yeah,
There's
three-quarters
so
of the chicks aren't even that good looking either anymore.
Yeah,
it used to be good looking
them.
chicks.
Yeah, we ranked them too.
They used to be really good looking too.
Yeah,
just half of them are just not even worth looking at anymore.
Yeah, just stop it. Layla, Kaitlyn, Tamina getting the win in this matchup. Which took us on to the WWE title Money in the Bank ladder match featuring Chris Jericho, The Miz, Kane, John Cena, and The Big Show.
This was well put together. I would definitely say this was a pretty good Money in the Bank. They did a good job here. Several great spots. I absolutely love the spot with Cena where he, attitude adjusted Big Show into the Spanish table. He threw all the ladders on him, took him out of the match for like 10 minutes. Built up a kind of a deal going on with the other guys. A lot of good spots from everybody, really. And this went all over the place, just like a Money in the Bank match should be. What I expected those SmackDowns Money in the Bank to be was kind of what this was. There wasn't any useless, botchy spots. It was definitely good. I didn't think it was the best one they've ever, done, but it was still good. And let's mention again, did I say in the last video that I thought that Punk and Daniel Bryan was supposed to main event a pay-per-view?
Yeah, how many times have we said that? Where they put on
Is
the
it
best
ever
match,
going to happen?
and then we'll just see a John Cena.
Punk hasn't main evented a pay-per-view all year.
And he's having one of the best title runs in 15 years. I don't know why.
From January to July. And guess what? SummerSlam, not going to main event that either.
No.
17th longest title run.
Hashtag get your fucking shit straight. And put
What the hell?
Put your championship match with the two best wrestlers in your fucking company as the goddamn main event.
Cena won.
They're good. Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
CM Punk with another great match, and right after that, we had the main event with a John Cena win.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that this year, people?
Several times. That's
I'm going to say a couple, because we have. But this was pretty good. Can't take away from that. Miz getting destroyed like Dolph got destroyed in the SmackDown, or in the World Title one. Just some good spots here and there. Jericho looking great. Like Ryan said, I like what they did with getting Big Show out of the way, a la what they did in 2010 at that Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Bringing out, which I called like 5 seconds before they brought it out, that big-ass Big Show ladder that he had in 2010, as I like to call it, the Razor's Edge ladder. Can we do that? Or just Razor Ramon ladder? We'll just do that. Brought that out, used that, and John Cena with a spot that kind of ended up coming off like it wasn't supposed to happen. We don't really know if it was supposed to break off, or he was hitting Big Show and knocked off, and then John Cena's face, which we'll probably have behind us because it was pretty goddamn funny. What is going on? I won? No way! I knocked it off, and I'm the Money in the Bank winner, and John Cena has to earn a contract shot for a title match?
He sharded probably.
He probably did.
He doesn't get excited for wins anymore. He sharded.
I will disagree with both these guys. I hated this stupid match. Money in the Bank is to build superstars like Cody.
That's true.
When Edge won it, CM Punk won it twice, King Kennedy won it. Who the hell cares if John Cena gets another title shot? I don't. Who cares if any of these guys get another title shot? They all will eventually.
I care if two of them get title shots.
They will eventually on their own, not winning Money in the Bank. They didn't need to be Money in the Bank. You got people like Christian that should have won it, never won it. Cody Rhodes should have won it. Where the hell's Ted DiBiase at? He's nowhere. Ted DiBiase Jr.
Where are those cow pants at? Hashtag cow.
You got these people that have talent that just need a push. Like Edge got a push in 2006, was it?
What's up?
When Edge won this Money in the Bank.
Edge won it at WrestleMania 21, which is in 2005.
So he won in 2005, cashed it in
2006.
January 2006. Those are the people that need to win this, not John Cena.
That's a good point.
Not the Big Show, not Kane. Jericho maybe, but he's been a world champion multiple times. The first ever undisputed champion.
Can I get that out?
I mean, The Miz, maybe coming back, but he's still been former champion.
Yeah. I think everybody was.
It's
a gimmick.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been.
All right.
Every one of these guys will earn a title shot sometime this year. Possibly.
Hopefully.
Without, you bring the guys up like, Richie Steamboat, John Moxley, Seth Rollins. Where are these guys at that deserve a chance? Cody Rhodes could have been in this one. But why push people who don't need pushed? Like John fucking Cena. I'm back. Thanks.
Welcome back, Robert. He's feeling just giddy as a mofo. If you watch some of our videos, it seems as though Robert gets tired and almost falls asleep. He's not tired tonight. He's on his fucking game, ladies and gentlemen.
Drinking Pepsi Max again?
Yeah.
He's hyped up.
Pepsi Max.
Oh, yeah.
It might have had a little cocaine in it. A little bit. We're not going to talk about that. Yes, John Cena winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, going on to get as a future title shot. In the future.
No talent, free moves.
Thank you again. going on in the future to get a future WWE Championship title shot. Before we get out of here, I want to mention our Raw 1000th episode coming to St. Louis, Missouri, coming up a week from Monday. We couldn't be more jacked for this, as anybody should, for even watching it, not even being there. We are so hyped and ready for this. But we will have our 1000th Raw review up hopefully after Monday night. If we get back in time to be able to do it, it will be up sometime that week. But should be a very monumental episode of Monday Night Raw, the 1000th episode, and what you never know. Could be a very monumental episode.
Just the stars of wrestling history that'll be there.
Could be a very monumental episode of the IWR show. This will now wrap up our 2012 WWE Money in the Bank review. For my partners Robert and Ryan, I am your host J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report, your source for fresh wrestling news, information, and opinions instantly.
This is a battleground!